Hi guys, and welcome to another batch of your replays. First up, we've got Collassus in his T54E1, and later we're going to have cjacey in his KV1S. There's no major theme to today's videos. I usually like to put a theme in, but I suppose they were both ace tankers, so that could be a theme. But really, other than that, there's nothing else connecting them other than the fact they were two really good games. So as I say, we're here on Malinovka with Collassus, and he is in his T54E1, and as I've mentioned before, I love getting replays in tanks I don't yet own, and I've unlocked the T54E1 but haven't purchased it and haven't got a crew for it anyway, but it's a tank I'm looking forward to playing. Here we go.
Let's get this show on the road.
So when I get a replay from a tank I don't yet own, I get to see how the tank plays, and first of all I'm noticing that it's got a 33.75 second reload. And Collassus is heading down the one line, or at least he's covering the one line flank, which is something I brought to attention in another Your Replays recently, 110 replay. Still a really big game from Slydal in that particular replay. I would advise checking it out if you haven't already. Huge XP game from Slydal, but regardless, we are on this game with Collassus, and nothing is happening yet. Couple of tanks were spotted in the middle, but Collassus is covering this flank and nothing seems to be happening. So he's set up here behind this bush. He's not using binocs, so he's relying on his view range. And off the top of my head, I have no idea what the view range is on a T1E5 or T54E1. But he's not spotting anything, so is it possible there are no enemy tanks down here? I'm not quite sure. So this is the first time I'm watching this replay. I've got a lot of replays to get through, so I just looked at the score sheet. So that was a nice shot on the IS-3. IS-3 moves into cover, and Collassus still has 3 shots left in his clip. He pulled back. So again, I'm not quite sure if Collassus has Sixth Sense. The fact that he pulled back after that shot would indicate to me that perhaps he doesn't have Sixth Sense on this tank. So there's a T21 advancing through the middle. Maybe not. He's setting up behind bushes as well. And they're not spotting anything. So most of the enemy team are still unspotted. There are 3 enemy RT on the enemy team and 3 very nasty TDs. But most of the enemy team are unspotted. So the T21 is going for it. T44 is also going for it. So is Collassus going to advance with them, or is he going to wait for them to pick up spots? Okay, most of the enemy team have now been spotted on the other flank. The T21 and T44 haven't spotted anything in spawn. Now would be a good time to make a move. So Collassus was going, I missed where he decided to go for a reload, but he's gone for a reload, he's got a full clip, and then an SU-122-54 appears from nowhere. The 121 and the T44 didn't spot him till it was he was able to get a shot in, but yep. Nice shot. Just one hit on the SU-122-54. Goes for another reload, and he has Sixth Sense. His Sixth Sense has finally gone off. But at the moment there is only an IS-3 left in spawn. And he's taking fire. So something, must be the IS-3, something spotted Collassus. Still another 8 seconds left of this reload. So with all the enemy tanks on the 9-0 lines and friendly tanks on the hill, if Collassus and the T44 manage to make it across, they will basically have surrounded the enemy team. But this IS-3 has dropped off radar. So Collassus is advancing. IS-3 is a one-hit kill. Still 2 enemy tanks not spotted, but Collassus is playing quite passively here. Okay, time to move. Oh, enemy T54E1. So Collassus misses his first shot. T54E1 misses his first shot. Collassus drops off the radar. Jagdtiger is now being spotted. So the base is not quite as undefended as I first thought. There's a Jagdtiger, T54E1 and an IS-3 down here. And the IS-3 is hull down. So Collassus goes for a snapshot, doesn't pen the upper hull. But the Jagdtiger side on to friendly tanks, he's taking a lot of hits. Collassus has gone for another reload. So a whole 647 damage done in this game so far. Collassus pops up, he spots the Jagdtiger, and Jagdtiger gets taken out. So this is a big game. So at least according to the score sheets it is. But nothing much seems to have happened yet. Collassus is just doing some spotting. He's put a few shots in where he could. T-71's in cover. So he's going to be using this... Well, I thought he was going to use the wreck for cover. Oh, misses the first shot in the T-54E1. Gets a nice shot in. And now they're just trading shots. Oh, and a big hit by the GW Panther P, or Tiger P. Wow, that T-54E1 got wrecked. So Collassus is up to 1,000 damage now. And he's going to help his Jagdtiger. Very interesting decision, but also very clever. If that T-71 gets behind that Jagdtiger, he can take out the Jagdtiger, and then he's got a free run on Arty. So, very nice. Collassus puts one shot in. Oh, almost drives into the water. Oh, that was nearly dunked out. Oh, and now the IS-3 has appeared, and thankfully Collassus has the gun depression. He takes him out, but he's stuck. Oh, this is not good. Oh, okay. Lucky enough to get out of that situation. And things are looking a little bit better now. Unfortunately, they've lost the other flank. Jagdtiger sitting in the middle with 3 Arty, but every remaining enemy tank is on the 9-0 lines. Collassus is going for another reload. So now he's up to 3 kills, 1,500 damage. But basically, he and the Jagdtiger are the only 2 battle tanks left, along with 3 Arty. They're actually losing. And that Jagdtiger hasn't been a lot of help sitting in the middle. Arty, all 3 Arty are making a run for it. Moving into a position where the Jagdtiger can give them covering fire. That's, again, nice play. Oh, okay. T-34 gets an ambush shot. Collassus misses his first shot, gets a shot in, misses his second shot, misses his third shot. Oh, okay. So maybe the T-54E1 does not have the most accurate of guns. Collassus did seem to be firing those shots before he was being fully aimed, but his commander's been knocked out. Nice ambush by the enemy T-34. So Collassus uses his first aid kit, puts his commander back into action, and now he's communicating with his team. He's asking Arty, are they ready? But Arty are going to be focused on that Tiger 2. He's a bigger threat to them. And the Tiger 2 has taken out their GW Tiger P. So I guess Collassus is going to be on his own against this hull down T-34. Not a lot he can do to help his team up north. So he's poking the corner, seeing whether or not he can spot. Okay, he spotted the Lorraine, and again the first shot goes incredibly high. Better aimed on the second shot, takes out the Lorraine 15550. Really, I don't know whether it's the accuracy on this gun, or whether it's his crew, or whether or not he's firing before being fully aimed, but T-34 has advanced and gets another shot into Collassus. Collassus decides to track, but he's out of ammo. It's a 33.75 reload, and the T-34 gets another shot in. Oh, this is not looking good. Collassus is down to 208 health. He's exposing himself to RT by going around the building this side. There's also a very, very good player in a Tortoise who has not been spotted in quite some time. T-34 misses his shot through the window. Collassus is nearly reloaded. Gets one shot in and gets a second shot in. Okay, so Collassus is up to 5 kills. Oh, that was a tricky engagement. A little bit lucky that the Tortoise was not in a position to hit him, but enemy RT is still going for shots. So Collassus has gone for another reload, and the Tortoise has been spotted north. That's a lucky break for Collassus, so Collassus knows that there are only 2 RT down here. Tortoise is north. He's on 5 kills, 3,387 damage. He gets spotted. So someone is down here. He starts to move erratically. The Tortoise unfortunately takes out the Yag Tiger. So it's still a 12-12 game. But Collassus was spotted. He's not spotting enemy RT, but he knows that there's one down here. He was spotted by one. Oh, and now he's spotted them both. So he takes out the GW Tiger P with a snapshot. Fires before being fully aimed on the second GW Tiger P. Misses that shot. One shot left. Takes him out for kill number 7. And that is 3 RT kills. That's a Pascucci's medal. So his team are telling him to cap. 3 minutes, just over 3 minutes left in this game. And it looks like the enemy Tortoise is deciding to cap. Collassus' RT are running for it again. So, if more than one tank caps, they're going to easily win this game. With Collassus only on 208 health, it's not a good idea to go back and engage the Tortoise. I have no idea how much health the Tortoise is on, and likewise, nor does Collassus. So the M40 and Collassus decide to cap. Collassus is already saying good game. RT's going for blind shots into their cap. So we'll speed it up. I'm not sure if this is the end of the game or if anything else is going to happen. But it looks as if Collassus' team are going to win by about 10 seconds. Yep, still a few seconds left. So good victory and a really nice ending to the game. So on the final score sheet, Collassus describes this game as feels good to be back, because Collassus took a big break from the game for maybe a couple of months. He's now back playing and he seems to be doing really well. He picked up an ace tanker for that game, Pascucci's medal for taking out the 3 enemy RT, high caliber and top gun. Got a little bit lucky in a couple of places, and the gun was really not performing. Don't know whether that was the tank, the crew, or maybe just that it was being fired before being fully aimed, but that was a little bit surprising. But other than that, it was a really good game. He finished with 1401 XP, 4183 damage and 7 kills. He fired 24 shots, 16 hits, 14 penetrations. He spotted 2, damaged 8, destroyed 7, and did 2,558 assistance damage. So some nice spotting damage when he managed to get down into the enemy spawn. He also managed to do 51 base defense points and earned with a premium account a profit of 78,500 credits. It was 2,101 XP on a ×3 event with a premium account, which left him on 6,303. Really nice game, Collassus. Congratulations and welcome back to World of Tanks. Next up, we have cjacey in his KV1S. Now, again, this is a game I have not seen yet. I have so many videos to record. I just don't have time to sit down and watch them before recording. But I did look at the final score sheet, and I was quite interested to see that, one, this is a huge game, a huge XP total. Secondly, I wasn't aware that cjacey hadn't gone down the Russian lines before, so everyone knows the KV1S is overpowered, and in this matchup, as top tier in a tier 6 game with lots of tier 5s and 4s on the enemy team, it's a really good matchup for the KV1S. But as I say, I wasn't aware that cjacey hadn't really gone down the Russian lines before, so this is a relatively new tank for him. It's not as if it's one of his most played tanks. So here we go. So the plan today, because I have some free time, is to actually make 8 videos I've been planning to make, which unfortunately doesn't give me a chance to study and plan. So I'm doing a lot of the, well, I suppose this week's videos on the fly in games I have not seen before. But yeah, this is a really nice matchup for the KV1S. And even though he is top tier and will be getting less XP from shooting lower tier tanks, it is still an absolute huge game. It's a really big XP total. So I'm looking forward to this. Not quite sure why cjacey is zooming in and out. It's a little bit annoying. Oh, it's an encounter game, so enemy team are capping. Hellcat's setting up on the corner. And cjacey decides to advance. Gets a spot on a PZ38NA who's capping. And someone else gets a shot in. So that's a little bit of a spot damage and assistance damage. PZ38NA is there again. cjacey's aiming. And fires, yeah, fairly fully aimed. Could have aimed a little bit more, but takes out the PZ38NA, stops the cap for the first kill of the game. There's a VK3001D sitting up here in the open. So cjacey's poking. And could have aimed that one better. Don't know, he could have poked a little bit more. Hit the rocks, doesn't even get to the enemy tank. So he's poked the corner, someone took a shot at him. And goes for a nice shot in on the VK. It leaves him on 20 health, and a friendly KV1S takes him out. So cjacey's now going to be poking the Stug 3G. And a lovely shot. So cjacey's up to 2 kills. There's a 3601H up here. There's an R, lots and lots of targets. Still shots going in on cjacey's last known position. Gets a shot into the VK3001H, but only manages to track him for no damage. So it doesn't seem as if cjacey has a sixth sense. Goes for a blind shot on the VK. It goes in. VK is left on 365 health. In the meantime, someone else is now capping. And the VK is falling back. Again, a shot before being fully aimed, but he secures the kill. So he's up to kill number 3, and now he's angling. He's moving up the slope to try and get a shot on this T-34. Nice play. Big shot. Oh, and I was going to say rolls a little bit low, but sets him on fire. Gets all of the damage on that T-34. kill number 4. He's up to almost 1400 damage. There's still a tank capping. And there's a KV1 who was last spotted up to the right. He's still there. Hasn't spotted cjacey yet. And another big shot into the KV1. So really, really nice play so far. Enemy tanks keep on presenting themselves to be shot, and cjacey's not letting them down. Not much to shoot at on this KV1. KV1 bounces. Oh, and now a T40 has appeared out of nowhere. So cjacey ignores the KV1, secures the kill on the T40. Nice shot. He's up to 5 kills, but he did take a hit from a KV1 as a result. KV1 has just bounced again. Goes for a shot, snaps it just as the KV1 is retreating back into cover. So this KV1's continuing to bounce, and cjacey takes him out for kill number 6. There's a KV1S that's been spotted in spawn. There was also an A20, but someone else took out the A20. So cjacey's advancing around this corner, maybe to see if he can get shots at the KV1S. Fires before being fully aimed, hits the target, but only manages to do maybe gun damage, viewport damage, I don't know. No hit points. Critical hit, no damage. So there are 2 RT on the enemy team. I think maybe that's why cjacey's being quite hesitant to move from behind this rock. But a T1 Heavy's been spotted in the open. cjacey... Okay, I thought he was going to ignore him. Now he's gone for a blind shot on the T1. Not sure if that goes in. There's also an RL44 who's just gotten 2 kills in quick succession. So, cjacey's team are actually losing, despite the fact that cjacey's on 6 kills. They're losing 8-10. So again, some nice maneuvering by cjacey. He's using this slope. He's moved up to try and get spots, but doesn't spot anything. So he's going to poke the corner again. No, he's continuing to drive across, and he gets the spot, but has he been spotted? Yep, he has been spotted, and it looks as if the enemy KV1S is not using the final gun. So, unfortunately, even though he wasn't using the 122mm, he does manage to ammo rack cjacey, so cjacey is, has had to use his repair kit. And, again, some nice angling by cjacey. Oh, and donks that shot, hits the rock. Had a beautiful shot on the side of the KV1S, and now he's taking fire from a Chinu who's across the valley. And the Arl, so we know where the Arl and the Chinu are. They're both sitting up at H4. And for some reason, I've just noticed, cjacey is down to 1 shot left. He has 3 rounds of premium ammo, and for some reason he's got 6 rounds of HE. I don't think I carry very much HE in my KV1S. I don't drive the tank very often, but I definitely don't have as many as 6 shots. So unfortunately, there's a Stug who seems to be AFK, and a T50 who is AFK. Looks as if the T50 could be a bot. Okay, so cjacey again, only 1 enemy tank in the cap, and there's the T1 Heavy, and he's at half health, so maybe cjacey's shot took him out earlier on, but yeah, nice hit by cjacey, takes out the T1 Heavy. We'll have to look at the post-game results to see whether or not the blind shot in the T1 Heavy actually went in earlier on. So cjacey moves into cover from potential RT fire. And now the cap has stopped. And the enemy KV1S is advancing. So enemy KV1S decided to flank cjacey. cjacey takes him out even though he was on low health and had to use a premium shot. Now the Hummel has appeared, and again, using a premium round, maybe should be using his HE. But he ammo racks the Hummel anyway. He's only got one normal round, or well, one APCR round left. 6 HE shots, and an ARL VK3001P, and an AMX13AM. So if I'd been that low on ammo... Oh, and the AMX is behind him, and he's using his last premium round on this AMX. Takes him out with a lovely shot. Takes a hit in return, but that just leaves him on HE. So those last 3 kills could have all been HE hits. Unfortunately, he's now up against an ARL, and the ARL's on full health. But he's up to 10 kills. Sorry, in all that excitement, I've missed the fact he's on 10 kills. There's his Pools medal. Wow, so fantastic performance. Just 6 HE shells left. Is he going to have enough to take out this ARL? Gets a shot in on the ARL, does 160 damage. This is going to be really close. Now they're being capped again, so what's left on the enemy team? The VK3001P is in cap, and the ARL is advancing. So who's cjacey going to go for? Is he going to go for the VK in cap, or is he going to go for the ARL? 5 shots left, and they are all HE. Oh, could not afford to miss that shot. 4 shots left. Goes for a shot in on the tracks. The ARL bounces. Only does 142 damage. And unfortunately, the ARL takes him out. Oh, wow. Well, I knew it was a defeat from reading the endgame results before recording this, but wow. Oh, that sucks, cjacey. I am so sorry. You got your Pools medal, you got 10 kills, and it still wasn't enough to carry the team. So now you're looking at what I was looking at shortly before recording that video. Yeah. First ever Pools heartache. It was an ace tanker. It was a Pools medal. It was high caliber, and of course the Top Gun thrown in. Probably a bad choice of ammo at the end. You could have used your ammo a little bit better, and maybe the game could have turned out a little bit better, but yeah, 4,688 damage, 10 kills. Look at that. 1,978 XP. I am so sorry, cjacey. You did not deserve to lose that game. Did your shot on the No, the blind shot on the T1 Heavy unfortunately didn't go in, but you did manage to pick up the kill. So 23 shots fired, 19 hits, 19 penetrations. So really nice performance from the gun. You received 13 hits, 5 penetrations, 8 non-pens. Took 1,290, almost 1,300 potential damage, spotted 5, damaged 12, destroyed 10, and even managed to do 1,100 assistance damage with 60 base defense points. He earned 67,000 credits for that game, 2,967 XP with a premium account. But wow, that game absolutely... well, it was a great game, but the ending sucked. So sorry, cjacey. It could have been much bigger. Fantastic replay. Thank you very much for letting me show it and for sending it in. As always, if you've got any replays you would like me to take a look at and maybe feature them on my channel, please send them to me through Twitch. Send me the What Replays link through Twitch. I like to get all my replays through one place, and Twitch is just the easiest place to organize. So yeah, Thanks cjacey, thanks to Collassus for the first replay, and thanks to you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.